Welcome you all in the video lecture series of engineering mathematics. In this video lecture, we are going to discuss about solution of differential equation using Laplace transform. So earlier you have studied about the Laplace transform and its property. Now we can see the use of Laplace transform to solve ordinary differential equation. So as you know, the ordinary differential equation, it has two type. First one is differential equation with constant coefficient, and another one is differential equation with variable coefficients. For example, if we can see here, it is d2x upon dt square plus 4dx upon dt minus 5x is equals to e to the power 2t. So here you can see all the coefficients are constants. But in the second example, the coefficients, some coefficients we have taken the variable, the t, independent variable. So this is the example of variable coefficient and the constant coefficient. So here we will discuss first the solution of differential equation with constant coefficients using Laplace transform. So before going for the solution, we first find the Laplace transform of derivative. Suppose Laplace transform of ft is given as fs. In that case, Laplace transform of f and t, that is given as Sn fs minus Sn minus 1 f0 minus Sn minus 2 f dash 0 and so on, and we can reach up to minus of s fn minus 1 0 and minus fn 0, where f and t you can see it is a nth order derivative of ft. So in this way, this is the formula for the Laplace transform of nth order derivative. So by putting n is equals to 1, 2, 3 up to n, you will get the Laplace transform of derivative. So how we get Laplace transform of ft is fs, then Laplace transform of f dash t, that we can define by using the formula integration from 0 to infinity e to the power minus st df upon dt dt. So here we require to get the Laplace transform of this derivative. So what we do here, by taking integration by part, we have it is e to the power minus st ft from t is equals to 0 to infinity minus differentiation of this e to the power minus st, that we get e to the power minus st minus s, and integration of derivative, that is ft dt. So what we see, this is going to be, when you put infinity it is going to be 0, and when you put 0 it is going to be 1, and it is f0. So it is minus of f0, and minus and minus you can take, this is the plus sign, s will go outside, and it will be what, it is 0 to infinity e to the power minus st ft dt. So it is a Laplace transform of ft, so it is fs. So in this way, Laplace transform of f dash t you can write as fs minus f0. So here we get the Laplace transform of first order derivative f dash t. Now we suppose that gt is equals to f dash t. So in this case, Laplace of f dash t we can write it is a Laplace of gt, which is symbolically we can write capital GS. Now we go for Laplace transform of g dash t. So actually it is what, it is the second derivative of ft. So Laplace of g dash t will be sgs minus 0 by using first the same way we have taken here. Now in the place of gs we put here Laplace of gt, and as you know Laplace of gt is what, it is Laplace of f dash t. So by comparing this, we put it here, it is sfs minus f0 and minus g0. When we simplify it, so it is going to be Laplace of f double dash t, it is s square fs minus s f0, and g is what, g0 is what, minus of f dash 0. So in this we get here the Laplace transform of second order derivative. So you can compare with the existing what we have to prove here. By putting n is equal to 2, it is going to be this one. So you can compare with these three. Similarly, we can move for the third order derivative. It is s3fs minus s square f0 minus s f dash 0 minus f double dash 0. So we can continue the process and we will reach up to the nth order derivative. So in this way, we get the Laplace transform of any order derivative by putting the value of n. It starts from 1 to n. So after this, we will go for the solution of ordinary differential equation using Laplace transform. So in this section, we are covering here ordinary differential equation with constant coefficient. So first example we have, using Laplace transform, solve this equation d2y upon dt square plus y is equals to t. So it is a differential equation with constant coefficient. And given that y dash 0 is 1 and y pi is also 0. So at t is equals to 0, derivative dy upon dt is 1, and at t is equals to pi, y pi is 0. For solution, as we know, the symbolically we can write here the given equation is y double dash plus y is equals to t. So Laplace transform of yt that we define as ys or y bar. Here we require the second Laplace transform of second order derivative. So directly we go to the Laplace transform of second order derivative. So as you know, it is what? It is s square y bar or ys we can say minus s y0 minus y dash 0. Now we have taken here the Laplace transform of y, Laplace transform of y double dash. Now we go for the Laplace transform of this t. So first we get the Laplace transform of each and every term. So as you know, the Laplace transform of t is what? It is 1 upon s square. So after getting this, all the Laplace transform of these terms, we apply Laplace transform both sides in equation 1. So what we get? It is s square y bar minus sy0 minus y dash 0 plus y bar, that equals to 1 upon s square. So this is the, after applying the Laplace transform in the equation 1, we get this here. So this is the, okay. Now we put here the condition what we have given, y dash 0 is 1. So at y dash 0 here we can put 1 and y0 is not given. So in that case we put here y0 is a. Suppose we that y0 is equals to a. So by having the condition we will get the value of a later on. Now s square y bar minus sa by putting y0 is a minus 1 plus y bar is Laplace transform of y is equals to 1 upon s square. So this we get by putting the condition. First condition we have taken here. So by taking the common here, it is s square plus 1 y bar is equals to, these two we take this side, it is 1 plus sa plus 1 upon s square. So y bar will be what? Y bar will be this one. So by dividing both sides by s square plus 1, so it is 1 upon s square plus 1 plus s upon s square plus 1 a plus 1 upon s square plus 1. So this what we get here, the Laplace transform of y is this one, we get it here. So the next step what we have, we can apply the inverse Laplace transform here. So by applying inverse Laplace transform, we will get the yt, which is our required solution. So by applying inverse Laplace transform, so using formula that you know, the Laplace inverse of 1 upon s square plus 1 is what? Sin t. Or another way we can say Laplace of sin t is what? 1 upon s square plus 1. Similarly, Laplace inverse of s upon s square plus 1 is what? Cos t. So it is going to be a cos t. So by using formula, we got here these two Laplace inverse. But when we talk about 1 upon s square into s square plus 1, so this we require to find. So how we get? As you know, the Laplace transform of 1 upon s square plus 1 is sin t. So using the formula Laplace inverse of fs upon s, it is what? It is integral from 0 to t fu du. So here we first multiply by s in the denominator, so it will be fs upon s. So it is 0 to t sin u du. By integrating, it is 1 minus cos t. But we have to go up to s square, so that's why we multiply again by s. So it is again, it is in the form of fs upon s. So it is 1 upon s square into s square plus 1. So 0 to t 1 minus cos u du. So by integrating, we get here t minus sin t. So thus Laplace inverse of 1 upon s square into s square plus 1, that we get t minus sin t. So that we can put here. So we put these values in 2. So 2 already here. This we require. So by putting t minus sin t here, it should be the plus sign. So it is y is equals to sin t plus a cos t plus t minus sin t. Here minus sin t and plus sin t is neglect each other. So finally we get here y is equals to a cos t plus t. Now we put here y pi is equals to 0. So at t is equals to pi, y 0. Why we require this? Because we require to get the value of a. So by putting t is equals to pi, so what we get? Cos t is going to be what? Minus a, t is pi, y is going to 0. So it is a is equals to pi. Finally, we get the result y is equals to pi cos t plus t. So which is our required answer. This is the solution of given ordinary differential equation. So in this way, we can use the Laplace transform to solve the differential equation. Another way, the analytic way, you can use here to solve this equation, and you can compare with this result. So let us take one more example here. Using Laplace transform, we have to solve here d2y upon dt square plus y is equals to t cos 2t, where t is greater than 0. And the condition we have y and dy upon dt both are 0 at t is equals to 0. So in this case, again we go for symbolic form. It is y double dash plus y is equals to t cos 2t. So here again we have Laplace transform of y t is y bar. Same way, the second order derivative, Laplace transform of second order derivative we get here, like previous example. Now we go for the Laplace transform of t cos 2t. So as you know, Laplace transform of cos 2t is what? S upon s square plus 4. So Laplace transform of t cos 2t will be minus 1 to the power 1 and first order derivative of fs, that is s upon s square plus 4. So by applying this, what we get? It is s square minus 4 upon s square plus 4 whole square. So here we required to simplify it. So for this, what we have done here, adding plus 4 and subtracting plus 4, we get s square plus 4 minus 8. So by doing this, what we get here, it has the two term. The Laplace transform of t cos 2t will be 1 upon s square plus 4 minus 8 upon s square plus 4 whole square. So in this way we can get the inverse Laplace transform. So I recall you should remember this when we go for the final solution in the inverse Laplace transform. So you should remember that we will use in this example. So Laplace transform of t cos 2t is what? 1 upon s square plus 4 minus 8 upon s square plus 4 square. So now we can have the Laplace transform of yt, Laplace transform of second derivative of yt, and Laplace transform of t cos 2t. So after getting the Laplace transform of each and every term of the equation, we apply Laplace transform in the given equation. So by applying both side Laplace transform, we get here it is s square y bar minus sy0 minus y dash 0, and Laplace transform of y is y bar, and that will equals to, it is 1 upon s square plus 4 minus 8 s square plus 4 whole square. Again we simplify this term in the form of y bar. So what we keep here, y bar left hand side and rest all term in the right hand side. So before this we can use the limit here, y0, y dash 0 all are 0. So by putting these values here, we get s square y bar plus y bar. So these two terms are going to be 0. This will equals to 1 upon s square plus 4 minus 8 upon s square plus 4 whole square. So after getting this, again we take the common here, it is going to be s square plus 1. So this s square plus 1 we take right hand side. So it is going to be 1 upon s square plus 4 s square plus 1 minus 8 upon s square plus 4 whole square s square plus 1. So here we get y bar is equals to this. So what next? We require to apply inverse Laplace transform here. So before applying inverse Laplace transform, we have simplified the both term, first and second term, by using partial fraction. So this is going to be 1 upon 3 s square plus 4 minus 1 upon 3 s square plus 1. Now, by using partial fraction, this is going to be 8 by 9, 1 upon s square plus 1 minus 1 upon s square plus 4 minus 3 upon 3 s square plus 4 whole square. When we simplify it, because we require to simplify, s square plus 4, s square plus 4, 1 is here, s square plus 1, s square plus 1 is here, and this term here. So by simplifying, we have now these three terms. Now we require to apply the inverse Laplace transform one by one. So by taking inverse Laplace transform, what we get, this side it is going to be y. Laplace transform of 1 upon s square plus 1, by using formula it is going to be sin t. Again 1 upon s square plus 4. So by dividing and multiplying by 2, what we get, it is going to be 2 upon s square plus 2 square. So it is going to be minus 5 by 8 sin 2t, and it is going to be 8 by 3 Laplace inverse of 1 upon s square plus 4 whole square. So these two Laplace transform, inverse Laplace transform we got from the formula, and here we require to get the inverse Laplace. So now we go for the inverse Laplace transform of this. So how we get Laplace inverse of 1 upon s square plus 4 whole square? For this, again I recalled you earlier, we should remember the Laplace transform of t cos 2t. So Laplace transform of t cos 2t, as we got here, it is 1 upon s square plus 4 minus 8 upon s square plus 4 whole square. So it is, 1 upon s square plus 4 is Laplace of sin 2t by 2 and minus 8 upon this. So by putting this in the left hand side, we get here 8 upon s square plus 4 whole square is equals to Laplace transform of this, or 1 upon s square plus 4 whole square, that we can say it is 1 by 8 Laplace transform of this t cos 2t minus sin 2t by 2. So you can say Laplace inverse of 1 upon s square plus 4 whole square is what? It is 1 upon 8 t cos 2t minus sin 2t. Now After getting the Laplace inverse of each and every term, we know y is equals to what? Minus 5 by 9 sin t, minus 5 by 18 sin 2t, and minus 1 by 3 t cos 2t. So t cos 2t minus sin 2t by 2. So here it is 1 upon 8. Earlier it was 8 upon 3. So 8 cancel here. So it is minus 1 by 3 t cos 2t minus sin 2t upon 2, which is our required answer of the or solution of the given differential equation. So thus we get here the solution of given differential equation using Laplace transform. So in these two examples, I hope so it make you clear about the use of Laplace transform for the solution of differential equation. So whenever we see the application of differential equation in real world problem, there we can apply the Laplace transform to get the solution of that real world problem in the form of mathematical models. So thank you for watching this video. So if you have any comment or queries, you can comment on the comment box after watching this. So thank you for watching this video. Take care.